everyone, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another Beauty Empties video, and I'm just going to be sharing with you my thoughts and opinions on a bunch of beauty, like makeup, skincare, hair care, bunch of items that I've used up over the past few months. I have them all in this little container right here. Hopefully they won't like rumble around too much, but I've done quite a few of these videos, quite a few of them on my channel before, so if you'd like to check out my previous ones, I'll have the playlist linked in the upper right hand corner, and I'll also have it in the description below if you'd like to check it out later on. But I will also have all the products that I mentioned today that are still available linked in the description box below if you'd like to check out any of the products. But I do want to always make note that any link that has an asterisk beside of it is an affiliate link, which just means if you purchase a product using that link, I can make a commission off of your purchase. It's no extra cost to you, but I do like to always mention that at the beginning of all my videos for some transparency. But with all of that being said, I hope that you guys enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get talking about these products. So this is one that I'm pretty much always using up. If you've seen my empties videos, you've probably seen this one before. This one is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleanser Water. Here's what it looks like. This one, in addition to cleansing the face, it removes makeup, including waterproof makeup. So it's an all-in-one makeup remover cleanser. I do normally follow it with a cleanser as well, and I typically use this in conjunction with the one with the pink lid. I haven't yet finished that one up, but I'll insert a picture of it on the screen if you're curious as to what it looks like. You definitely don't have to, use two different versions. This is the one that I use for travel solely, but the reason that I like to is because I do think that this has a little bit of an oilier base, which allows it to take off, eye makeup, waterproof makeup a little bit easier, but I don't really necessarily love putting it all over my face, even though I will, wash it off and cleanse it after, kind of do a double cleansing thing. But whenever I can, I like to use the one with the pink lid because it just doesn't feel quite as oily and just heavy on the skin. So that's the one I'll use all over my face, and this is the one that I use pretty much just on my eyes or any makeup that's a little bit harder to get off. But I love these products. I've been using them for so long, and I really recommend them, especially if you have a sensitive skin type. This has been so great for me. So I have two dry shampoos to talk about. They're both from Batiste. This one right here is the Batiste Defrizzing Dry Shampoo. Here's what it looks like. It's around $10, and this one is pretty much like all the other Batiste ones, which if you haven't heard kind of my opinion on them, it's really just that Batiste, I feel like, does the most for like the lowest price for me, which mostly, like, the main thing that I look for in a dry shampoo is just to make my hair look clean. If it makes it feel clean, that's a great added bonus, and occasionally Batiste can give me that kind of a little bit of a cleaner sensation to the hair, but really as long as it looks clean, that's all that I really care about. This does a great job at that. This kind of differs from the other Batiste ones in that it does have a little bit of coconut oil in here as an ingredient, which I think helps my hair stay a little bit smoother, whereas a lot of dry shampoos can, kind of make my hair a little bit dry, feel a little bit, I don't know, just like not feel like it is very smooth or conditioned, and this does a decent job at that, so I do really appreciate it. This is one that I do repurchase quite a bit, and I do therefore plan on repurchasing it in the future and would recommend it. So another dry shampoo from Batiste that I do regularly repurchase, I mean, I trade them all off. Like, I'm not like purchasing like 3 at a time, but this is another one that I really enjoy. It's the Batiste Clean and Light Bare Dry Shampoo. Here's what it looks like. This one really only differs from the other Batiste ones due to its kind of smell. I just think it's kind of a lighter fragrance. It does last like the same amount of time. Like, it's still strong, but the actual scent on it is just like a little bit more pleasant, if you will. As far as like the dry shampoo goes, I love it because it does that clean kind of look for my hair that I'm always looking for. Sometimes it'll make it feel a little bit cleaner, but again, that's kind of just an added bonus for me. So I'll stop talking about things that I regularly repurchase in just a second. I have quite a few that are newer to me that I really did enjoy and some that I didn't, but this is another one that I do repurchase quite a bit, but I actually, well, let me tell you what it is. It's the HSI Professional Argan Oil Heat Protector. Here's what it looks like. This is one that I get on Amazon. Sometimes they have discounts on it, so I really only buy it when there's a discount, but it's regularly around like $20. This is a heat protector that I do feel like really does work, and I feel like it adds a little smoothness to my hair. I think it just makes it feel a little bit more conditioned when I straighten my hair or if I curl it or however I'm heat styling it. But the thing for this is I really do think it kind of contributes to having like a little bit of buildup of oil and just grease, and just it makes my hair feel dirty a lot quicker, whereas when I feel like I wasn't using this and I was using a different heat protector, I didn't have that issue as much, and I wasn't entirely sure if this was what was doing it. But now that I've isolated some other things out of my hair care routine, I found that this must just be doing the trick. So I have already repurchased it, and I'm going to finish up the one that I'm currently using, and even though I've been using it for quite a while, still have quite a bit left, so we're going to power through on that one. But after it, I don't really unless I, you know, really can't find another one that I like, I don't plan on repurchasing it. So I have a couple mascaras that I've used up. This first one is the NYX On The Rise mascara, and I know I've talked about this one before, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to repurchase it, and it really just was kind of like I wanted a quick mascara that I could use just on no makeup days, which I really didn't have one in my collection at that point. I've been trying to be more sparing with my mascara purchases, and I was just like, it was quick, I was with friends, I just wanted to grab one real fast that I knew that I liked for that purpose, and I knew that I liked that for this. It does dry up a little bit quickly. I don't really want to repurchase it again. I'd rather find another one that gives like a better, lighter, more lengthened lash look without too much volume. So, you know, this one was a nice one for like what I wanted it to be. It was predictable, and that's why I got it. But yeah, I don't really plan on getting it in the future. Now let's talk about one of my favorite loose setting powders. This is actually the first time that I've ever used this one up because it takes me forever to go through loose powder. I don't know about you guys, but this one is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. Here's what it looks like. This is in the shade Fair Light 10. I also have it in the number 5 shade. I'm not sure what the exact name of that is, but I use that one for like kind of the more, really like the deep winter when I'm just like the color of like this dresser behind me, like when I'm just completely pale, that's what I use. But when I have a little bit of sun, this is the one that I like to use, and it is pretty much my color for the majority of the year. This powder, I just love it. It is one of my favorite, it's probably my favorite loose setting powder, especially, and I hate to say for the price, but I mean, when I think about the other higher end, like Fenty, some of the other ones that I really love, yes, they're really good, and you know, they're just as good, if not maybe a little bit better, like my all-time favorite ones out there, but they're not better enough to like justify the giant jump in price from like $8 to like, I don't know, $24, however much it is. Like, I think the Fenty one's like $32 for a full size, and it just isn't that much better than this one. I mean, this does a great job of setting my makeup. It doesn't get too cakey throughout the day. It adds a little bit of coverage, which I do like in a loose setting powder. So, you know, I really don't think there's any reason to go any other route but this one, unless you've tried this one and you know that you don't like it. But if you haven't, I would recommend trying it. So next we have a game-changing product for like shaving. This is one that I've already used up before, but I did use it up in a different version. It was the the one that I used up before was like the pistachio version. I really love that scent, but I don't think they carry it anymore. They have like a bunch of new versions, and this is the one that I went through recently. It is the Tree Hut Tahitian Vanilla Moisturizing Shave Oil. Here's what it looks like. This has been a game changer for me in shaving because I do have eczema prone skin, and it's probably the worst on my legs. So whenever I shave, my legs tend to get pretty irritated and itchy, and it's just uncomfortable, and it makes me not want to shave. But in addition to allowing like my razor to glide on like my skin so much better and not irritated, it also helps get a really nice clean shave, really just gets rid of the hair and makes it, I don't want to say worth it to shave, but sometimes I'm like, why even do it if it's just gonna, you know, not even get rid of all the hair. This does amazing. I really like it. Leaves my skin feeling good. I just love it. I can't say enough great things about it. So I used that pistachio one. I really love the scent on that. This one kind of has like a cologne type scent, and it's really strong. So I didn't necessarily, like, if this was the only scent they had out, I'd totally get it again. But they also have another one in coconut lime, which is the one I'm currently using, and I do enjoy that one a decent bit better. I think they have one other one out right now. I don't know what it is, but I do really like the coconut lime one. But maybe you'd like the scent as well if you can smell it somehow, then maybe. But these are so good. You can't go wrong with it. So this next one was not necessarily like a major fail, but it definitely was a fail in my opinion. I got recommendations to try it out, and so I finally did, but I don't know, I just didn't love it. It's the Nudestix Lash Lengthening Mascara. Here's what it looks like. Sorry, I'm so shaky. I didn't even have that much coffee this morning, but this mascara, I mean, I knew what I was getting myself into when I purchased it because it's a lengthening mascara, which I do enjoy. But typically from lengthening mascaras, I expect them to do a little bit more, to either separate the lashes. Really, that's the main thing I find with lengthening ones. I really want them to separate my lashes, and this one really didn't do that. I found a lot of clumping, and I can expect that from more like voluminous, dramatic type of mascaras, but this one doesn't really have any of those claims. And when I'm going for a lash lengthening mascara, I kind of like it for a no makeup look, and this one could have given me that, but due to the clumping, it didn't really look too no makeup-y, and also it did smudge a little bit underneath my eyes, and so the darkness underneath my eyes kind of gave away that I was like you know, wearing makeup, if that's kind of the look that you're going for, kind of that effortless look, this really doesn't give that. And especially for the higher end price tag, I just don't really think that it's worth it. And there are better ones out there. I'm still looking for the perfect no makeup look mascara. So if you have recommendations, let me know. But I definitely don't think this one's it. So then I have two more mascaras, but these are both from the one that I pretty much regularly repurchase. I'm only going to show you one of them because one of them is just really dingy looking, so I apologize. But this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. Here's what it looks like. This is the one I'm pretty much always repurchasing whenever I'm looking for, you know, a new mascara, just because it is relatively affordable. It does what I like it to do. It makes my lashes look longer. It makes them more voluminous, more dramatic, and it doesn't flake too much for me. It definitely doesn't smudge at all, and I just like that. But I have to say, the formula does get dry incredibly quickly, and I really don't remember it being like that in the past. I've talked to other people in the makeup space. I've talked to, you know, my friends who used to use this mascara, and we all kind of agree that I don't want to, maybe there was a formula change. I don't want to say there was and there wasn't, but something happened to where this mascara just dries out so much quicker now, and it really makes it not worth it because, you know, you open it up, it's pretty much already a drier formula, which I don't mind, but then when it's gonna be gone in like a month or so, like the good type of product that you're getting, and then it just is uncomfortable to wear on the lashes. So if you have a mascara that's similar to this one that is not quite as drying, please let me know in the comments down below. So next up, I have a concealer that I really just fell in love with, and it totally took me by surprise, and it lasts me a decent while, but I already purchased another one and using it, so needless to say, I really do like it. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I have mine in the shade 1115, or no, 115 or 115, but this concealer is definitely full coverage. It stays like in place, like where you put it. If you set it down with just a little bit of powder, it is going to stay there, but it's not going to look too cakey, which I really do appreciate, especially coming from someone who has drier skin. Sometimes, you know, concealer can separate underneath the eyes and just look really unnatural, but this one provides such a pretty finish underneath the eyes while still giving a ton of coverage. So I honestly use this like pretty often. I wouldn't say it's my everyday concealer, but it is one that I use pretty frequently whenever I'm filming, whenever I'm going out. Like, it's a great dupe for those higher end kind of like Tarte Shape Tape like concealers out there. You know, the NARS Radiant Creamy, if that's what you're into. Like, this one has been so impressive to me, and I really would recommend trying it out if you are someone who likes a little bit of a more full coverage look for your concealer underneath the eyes. This is one I talk about all the time because I really do go through these pretty quickly. I go through them, I would say, about every 2 to 3 months, which for how often I use these, it really should be more frequently, I think, because I do use them morning and night. This is a moisturizer. It's from La Roche-Posay. Here's what it looks like. I'll put the exact name on the screen. I can never get it right, so like, why even try? This is pricey, but if you are like me who have really sensitive, dry, I have eczema-prone skin, there was a while where my skin, I mean, it just was constantly so irritated and itchy. There were dry patches everywhere, and it just, not only was it uncomfortable, but it also made applying makeup really hard. And as someone who loves to apply makeup and like use makeup and everything, it just made it not fun because it was just so hard to do. And this is something that when I tell you, I started using it a little over 1.5 years ago, and ever since then, I have not had problems with the skin on my face. I mean, knock on wood, but like, this has been such a game changer for me. It is worth everything. Like, I literally would buy this at a much higher price tag because it just has been such a game changer for me. So if you have that similar problem, I highly recommend it. If not, maybe try out some other things from La Roche-Posay because I really love the brand, but I don't think it's a necessity if you don't have that specific issue. Here's one of my favorite high-end mascaras, and honestly, I think I just have such a problem with purchasing higher end mascaras, so it's probably going to be a while until I pick this one up again if I do, especially because I like to try out other mascaras whenever I can. But this is the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. This is one I rave about on my channel, but it is pricey, and you know, it does last me quite a while though. I will say I had this one for quite some time, really got my use out of it, but now there's really nothing left. So it is one that I really enjoy. I think it provides great volume, great length, great drama to the lashes, and I just can't say enough great things about it. But do I think that it is worth the high price tag that it has? I really don't know anymore. If you would have asked me like a year ago, I probably would have said yes, but now I don't know. Just because mascara is something I go through relatively quickly, it's something that I don't really want to pay super high price for all the time. So I'm not sure if y'all have noticed, but my eyes have been pretty red today. They get red and watery so easily. I don't know what happened. I don't know what it is, but I found a product that really does help with that. I've been using eye drops for quite a while, but these are the ones I've been using over the past year. like not this specific bottle, but this brand that I've been using over the past year that really has been a game changer for me. Except I don't have another one in my collection right now that actually, like, I need to go get another one because I've used them up. But this first one, let me tell you what they are, and then I'll show you this weird, like, look at this weird container. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know what I did to the packaging on that one, but these are the Lumify eye drops. These are the smaller size, so there's only, I think, like 0.08 ounces of product in here, whereas the other one has a good bit more, which I find to be the better value for me. And I do go through these smaller ones a lot quicker. But I mean, not only do they help with the relief of like the irritation in my eyes and they make them less watery, but they also, like, I'm telling you, like, they make the whites of your eyes actually white. Like, mine kind of have this like pinkish reddish color right now, and when I use these, it's not a problem. Like, they really do stay so clear for such a longer period of time. And the thing is, even though I found this like a year ago and I've been using them, like, I've gone through a couple of these, the thing is, I had these Visine Advanced Redness and Irritation Relief drops, and they're so much more affordable, but they just don't do quite as much. They do get rid of some of that irritation for a shorter period of time, but it does go back pretty quickly, and it gets rid of a little bit of the redness, but nothing like the ones from Lumify. And so I was trying to go through this, you know, whenever I could. Like, if it was just me at home and I didn't really care too much about like how clear my eyes look, then I just like would use this product. And so I finally got through it. I'm so happy because I was like, I want to use it up, like I want to get my use out of it, but now, like, let's move on. Let's keep with the Lumify, not the Visine, just because I like that one so much better. I feel like it does so much more, and it makes actually purchasing eye drops worth it, whereas with these, like, they do so little that even though they're not that expensive, it just doesn't feel worth it. Alright everyone, that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know by giving this one a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what products you've been using up, if you've tried out any of these. I love hearing from you guys and just chatting with you, so anything you gotta say, let me know in the comments below. But if you're new here and you haven't already subscribed, I'd love if you would do so before you go. And if you'd like to check out more of my Beauty Empties videos and you haven't already, I will have that playlist, like I mentioned earlier, linked in the description so you can check it out. But with all of that being said, I hope you have a great couple of days until my next video is uploaded, and I will see you when it is. Bye!